Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I had a lot of comments and I had a lot of people that enjoyed that Horehound cough drop video that I did a couple videos back. And because everybody liked that video, I thought I was going to do another one for you guys. Now, I've got a large amount of old cookbooks, both commercially available ones and ones that were handwritten by members of my family, or what I believe to be members of my family. And that Horehound cough drop recipe came out of one of those cookbooks. And I have another one here that's similar that I'm going to do for you guys because everybody enjoyed that other video. And basically, it's on a homemade cough syrup. And this is it right here. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but... And there are several pieces to this cookbook here. And they're both in... there's some writing in German, there's some in English, and there's two handwritings in here that I don't recognize. But there's the one that this particular cough syrup is written in is in my grandmother's handwriting. And it's very strong and very firm. And when I knew my grandmother... her handwriting had already deteriorated quite a bit, and it was kind of thin and wavy, but this is definitely my grandmother's handwriting. And a little bit of history on my grandmother. My grandmother was born in 1903, and her mother died when she was 14 years old. So if this was written when my grandmother was quite young, this is very old, at least probably 70 years old, if not longer. But anyway, I'm going to read this cough syrup recipe to you guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it for you and show you what that looks like. And basically, this is what it says. 3 sticks of licorice and put in 1 pint of water and let melt. Add 1 cup of sugar and a chunk of a lemon. Boil till it becomes thick, and then add 10 cents worth of anise oil and bottle. And that's what that's written down here. And I've actually sort of started this for you guys already. This is the liquid that I had the pieces of licorice in. Now, the licorice didn't all dissolve 100%. Well, I'm sure licorice from today isn't the same licorice that they had back in the 1920s. So I actually strained the chunks out of this. This sat overnight, but it didn't dissolve completely. So I drained the chunks out of it. Now, you could maybe use a licorice candy to go with that. That would probably work as well. But anyway, I strained the chunks out of it, and I got a darkish liquid right here. And this is what I'm going to add my sugar and lemon to, and I'm going to cook that down. And then what I'm going to use for an anise oil is this stuff right here. You can get these little flavorings for like frosting and different things. There's a bunch of different flavors of these, but this is typically what I remember the old timers using. They use clove oil. They just use different ones, these peppermint oil, and like this anise oil here. This was stuff that they used and they typically kept around for making different things. So I'm not sure what 10 cents worth is. You know, this cost me like $1.49. So I'm thinking, you know, adjusted for inflation, that 10 cents back when this was written was probably at least half of this bottle, and that's about what I'm going to put into it. But anyway, I'm going to get this stuff all set up here on the workbench. I'm going to start cooking this down for you, and I'm going to show you hopefully what the finished product looks like here shortly. All right, kind of gathering my ingredients here. I wanted to make a note on something, and that was on the lemons. And there were lemons or lemon peel in the cough drop recipe as well. Now, citrus fruit was not available year-round up north here where we're at back in that time frame, except during one time of year. Around Christmas time, typically citrus fruit would be brought in. So lemons, oranges, grapefruits, that kind of stuff would be available typically in December sometime. So what my speculation is, and this is just my speculation, is they would have made these cough drops, these cough syrups in December when the citrus fruit was available as an ingredient. The stuff like the sugar and the anise oil, that would have been available at any time throughout the year, but the citrus fruit would not have been. And like I said, this is just strictly my speculation, but this kind of stuff I believe would have been made in December. Anyway, we're going to get the ingredients together here and get it cooking for you. All right, I'm starting to heat up the liquid here with one of the backpack stoves I got out of one of my packs. Hopefully I got enough gas in that canister yet to last. Now I'm going to add my cup of sugar and my 2 pieces of lemon. Now we're going to do just like the recipe says. We're going to cook this down until it starts to become thick. All right, you guys can see there, it's reduced by about half. I'm going to take those pieces of lemon out now, and we're going to let it reduce a little bit more, and then we're going to get it bottled up. All right, we took it off the heat. It has reduced just a little bit more. Give a little stir here, give you an idea how thick it's gotten. It looks like it's about cough syrup thickness to me. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add about half of that anise oil. 10 cents worth, just like the recipe says. And we'll give this a little stir. Now we're going to let it set and cool a little bit, and then we're going to give it a taste, and we're going to bottle it up. All right, guys, I got it finished up. It was a little bit thick, so I added a little bit of liquid into it, and instead of putting just water into it, I just used the juice from the other half of the lemon. I'm going to show you here what the consistency looks like. That's what the consistency looks like. And I bottled the rest of it up in that little jelly jar right there. And you can see about how much the anise oil I put in. I'm going to say that's about 1/3 of the bottle what I put in there. We're going to give this guy a taste here for you guys. Homemade cough syrup there, about a teaspoon worth. Well, you can definitely taste the lemon. You can definitely taste the anise. It basically tastes like lemon and black licorice. And it's definitely thick. It definitely coats your throat when you swallow it. But it doesn't have an overly unpleasant taste, especially if you like lemon and black licorice. It actually tastes pretty good. But anyway, like I said, this is just Grandma's old cough syrup recipe that I found in these old cookbooks. I'll give you another look there about how thick that it is. Just a fun little project here with some of the memorabilia that I got around from my family. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video here. Give you a little idea how to make cough syrup from my grandmother's old recipe. But anyway, it's a Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment out of this video as always. And you guys have a good one.